13 American actors and celebrities who died on February 7, 2025, and the days before. A tribute to their legacy. Irving Domingo Lorenzo Jr., professionally known as Irv Gotti, was an influential American record producer and record executive, born on June 26, 1970, in Hollis, Queens, New York. He passed away on February 5, 2025, at the age of 54. Gotti co-founded Murder Inc. Records in 1998, a label that played a pivotal role in shaping the sound of hip-hop and R&B in the late 1990s and early 2000s. He was instrumental in producing hits for artists such as Ja Rule, Ashanti, Jay-Z, DMX, and Kanye West. Gotti had a history of health issues, particularly diabetes, which led to a minor stroke in 2024. Despite showing signs of recovery, his health remained a concern. His death is believed to have been caused by a stroke that triggered a brain bleed, though an official cause has not been confirmed. Irv Gotti's contributions to the music industry were significant, with credits on numerous hit records. His passing marks a significant loss in the music industry, and he will be remembered for his impactful. Dennis Richmond, May 26, 1943, February 5, 2025, was a prominent American news anchor who dedicated an impressive 40 years to KTVU, a television station based in Oakland, California. Known for his calm and straightforward delivery, Richmond became one of the first African Americans to lead a major market TV newscast. After his military service, Richmond attended Wayne State University in Detroit and joined KTVU in 1968 as a clerk typist. His talent was quickly recognized, and he received a scholarship to attend Columbia University's Graduate School of Journalism. Upon returning to KTVU, Richmond worked his way up and became the lead anchor in 1976. He held this position until his retirement in 2008, earning the trust of viewers across the San Francisco Bay Area. Richmond received several accolades during his career, including the Humanitarian Award of Oakland and the Black Media Coalition Journalist of the Year Award. After retirement, he lived in Grass Valley, California, and is survived by his wife, Deborah, and a daughter from a previous relationship. Marion Rose Wiesel, born Mary Renate Erster, was an Austrian-American Holocaust survivor, translator, and humanitarian. Born in Vienna, Austria, she and her family fled the Nazi occupation during World War II, ultimately finding refuge in Switzerland before immigrating to the United States in 1949. Marion is best known for her translation work, particularly her contributions to her late husband Elie Wiesel's writings. In 1986, she co-founded the Elie Wiesel Foundation for Humanity, focusing on education and humanitarian efforts. One of her notable achievements was the establishment of the Beit Tzipora Center for Study and Enrichment for Ethiopian Children in Israel. This initiative was so successful that it led to the creation of a second center, helping over 1,000 children annually. Marion passed away on February 2, 2025, at the age of 94 in Greenwich, Connecticut. She is remembered for her unwavering commitment to human rights and education. Mort Künstler, August 28, 1927, February 2, 2025, was an American artist widely recognized for his historical paintings, especially those focused on the American Civil War. Throughout his career, Künstler created artwork that captured pivotal moments in American history, and his work is considered some of the most iconic of its kind. Künstler began his career in the 1950s, illustrating paperback book covers and men's adventure magazines. However, in 1965, he was commissioned by National Geographic to create his first historical painting, which launched his career as a leading historical artist. By the 1980s, he had become the most collected Civil War artist in the country, and his work has earned unprecedented acclaim for its authenticity and dramatic representation of history. Mort Künstler's contributions to American historical art are unparalleled, and his legacy will continue to educate and inspire future generations. Tom Kreutler, 1959 or 1960, February 2, 2025, was a well-known American home improvement expert, author, and broadcast journalist. He was the host, founder, and chief evangelist of The Money Pit, a nationally syndicated home improvement radio show and podcast. Through his approachable style and practical advice, Kreutler became a trusted voice for homeowners seeking to tackle various projects around the house. Throughout his career, Kreutler authored multiple books and articles, helping both DIY enthusiasts and industry professionals alike. His dedication to educating the public on home improvement was unparalleled, and his influence in the field will not be forgotten. Tom Kreutler passed away on February 2, 2025, leaving behind a legacy of empowering homeowners with the tools and confidence they needed to improve their living spaces. James Gene Barge, August 9, 1926, February 2, 2025. Affectionately known as Daddy G, was an American tenor and alto saxophonist, composer, and producer. Born in Norfolk, Virginia, Barge's musical career spanned decades and crossed numerous genres, from rhythm and blues to rock and gospel. Barge's early years included performing with the Church Street Five, a group that gained recognition with the instrumental track A Night with Daddy G, which became the basis for Gary U.S. Bond's hit Quarter to Three. This association led to Barge's iconic nickname. Throughout his career, Barge was not only a talented performer, but also a skilled producer and arranger, working with major labels like Chess Records and Stax Records. Barge passed away peacefully at his home in Chicago on February 2, 2025, at the age of 98. His influence on R&B, rock, and gospel music continues to be felt, and his adaptability and passion for the arts will always be remembered. William Jelks Cabanis Jr. was an American politician, diplomat, and businessman whose career spanned across multiple sectors of public service and leadership. Cabanis was known for his work in the Alabama legislature and as the U.S. ambassador to the Czech Republic during the George W. Bush administration. In 1969, Cabanis founded Precision Grinding Inc., which specialized in steel processing. He entered politics in 1978 with his election to the Alabama House of Representatives, later serving in the Alabama State Senate from 1982 to 1990. Cabanis was a staunch advocate for business-friendly policies, ethical standards for public officials, and tort reform. Appointed by President George W. Bush, Cabanis served as the U.S. ambassador to the Czech Republic from 2004 to 2006. He passed away peacefully on February 2, 2025, at the age of 86. Cabanis is remembered for his dedication to public service, his business acumen, and his commitment to his community. John Henry Shoemate was a celebrated American professional basketball player and coach, known for his contributions to both the NBA and collegiate basketball. Born in Greenville, South Carolina, Shoemate made his mark as a standout player at Thomas Jefferson High School in Elizabeth, New Jersey. He went on to play for the University of Notre Dame from 1971 to 1974, where he earned consensus first-team All-American honors in 1974. Shoemate's promising playing career was interrupted by serious health issues, including a blood clot in his lung, which forced him to take a break during the 1974-75 season. Despite these setbacks, Shoemate continued to make an impact in basketball, transitioning to coaching after retiring from playing. His legacy is cherished by teammates, players, and fans alike, and his contributions to the game will never be forgotten. John Henry Shoemate passed away on February 3, 2025, at the age of 72. Paul Pliszka was a distinguished American operatic bass whose career spanned over 5 decades, with a significant portion of it spent at the Metropolitan Opera. Making his debut in 1961 with the Paterson Lyric Opera, Pliszka joined the Met in 1967, where he portrayed the friar in La Gioconda by Amilcare Ponchielli. During his remarkable 51-year tenure at the Met, Pliszka performed 1,672 times, taking on 88 different roles. His repertoire included iconic parts in operas like Mussorgsky's Boris Godunov, Verdi's Don Carlo, and Puccini's La Bohème. Pliszka's final performance at the Met was in 2018, marking the end of an extraordinary career. Paul Pliszka passed away in February 2025 at the age of 83 in Wilmington, North Carolina. He leaves behind a legacy as one of the most cherished and influential artists in the history of the Metropolitan Opera. Richard Fremont Dower was an American professional baseball infielder and coach, known for his 10-year career with the Baltimore Orioles in Major League Baseball, MLB. Born in San Bernardino, California, Dower was a standout player at both San Bernardino Valley College and the University of Southern California, USC, where he helped lead the team to victory in the 1973 and 1974 College World Series. Dower was selected by the Baltimore Orioles in the first round of the 1974 MLB draft and made his MLB debut on September 11, 1976. Throughout his career with the Orioles from 1976 to 1985, Dower was celebrated for his exceptional defense, setting a major league record with 86 consecutive errorless games. After retiring as a player, he transitioned into coaching, including a successful stint with the Houston Astros, with whom he won a World Series title in 2017. Richard Fremont Dower passed away on February 3, 2025, at the age of 72, leaving behind a lasting legacy in the world of baseball. David Edward Byrd was a pioneering American graphic artist, designer, illustrator, and painter who made a significant mark on the visual identity of rock and roll music from the 1960s onward. Byrd's career took off when he became the exclusive poster and program designer for the iconic Fillmore East in New York City in 1968. His designs for concerts by legendary artists such as Jimi Hendrix, the Rolling Stones, and The Who's Tommy are now considered iconic in rock history. In addition to his music-related works, Byrd also designed posters for Broadway productions like Follies, Godspell, and Little Shop of Horrors. His art is an enduring part of the cultural fabric of rock music and theater. David Edward Byrd passed away on February 3, 2025, leaving behind a remarkable legacy that continues to inspire artists and designers in the music and theater worlds. Amos B. Smith III was an American chemist and professor at the University of Pennsylvania, widely regarded for his groundbreaking work in organic chemistry and chemical biology. After earning his degrees at Bucknell University and Rockefeller University, Smith dedicated his career to advancing the field of chemistry, particularly in the synthesis of complex molecules. Throughout his career, Smith published over 700 research papers and successfully synthesized over 90 natural products. His work in anion relay chemistry was instrumental in the synthesis of numerous bioactive compounds, leaving a lasting impact on both the academic and pharmaceutical industries. Amos B. Smith III passed away on February 2, 2025, at the age of 80, remembered for his intellectual brilliance and contributions to chemical science. Sal Maida was an American bass guitarist who played a key role in several influential bands, including Milk and Cookies, Roxy Music, Ronnie Spector, and Sparks. His distinct style and versatile playing left an undeniable mark on the music industry. Maida's early career began with the power pop band Milk and Cookies, which gained a cult following. He later joined the British glam rock band Roxy Music, where he contributed to the band's early recordings and live performances, helping shape the sound of glam rock. Afterward, Maida collaborated with Sparks and worked with legendary vocalist Ronnie Spector on her solo projects. In addition to his music career, Maida was a gifted storyteller and author, writing the book 4 Strings, Phony Proof, and 345s, which chronicled his colorful career in the music business. Sal Maida passed away on February 1, 2025, at the age of 76. His contributions to glam rock and power pop continue to influence musicians and bands today. 13 American actors and celebrities who died on February 7, 2025, and the days before. A tribute to their legacy.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi sản phẩm của chúng tôi. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại.